Music Matters. Mr. Teoman. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
You too, bro. Nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you doing this. This one's a very, very long time coming.
Thanks.
Long time coming, more than like most of them, actually. I mean, I found your stuff originally, like, I want to say about 2 years ago, on a No Jumper stream, actually. Like, I was watching a No Jumper stream, and the fantasy video came on. So that was the first time I saw your stuff, and yeah, that had to be like at least 2 years ago at this point, right?
Yeah, No Jumper stream for sure. Yeah.
Talking to you see that little
Right here?
that little butt is right there, that little sticker right there, the little white one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Cool.
2 years ago. Yeah, I think so. Around there. That's when I dropped Fantasy.
Damn, bro. That a lot's changed since that time, huh? Because that was under Teo 916, correct? That wasn't even the
Yeah.
Teoman project.
Yeah. I honestly changed my name probably like 3 times. Yeah, because I started making music 16. So
How old are you now?
I'm 22.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, and then when I met an OG from Sac, I'm not gonna call him an OG. He's not that old or nothing, but to me, he's like somebody I did look up to, and I still look up to. But he always would be saying 916 and shit, and I was like 18.
Why 916?
That's like Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
916.
916, gotcha.
Yeah, so, like,
okay.
There's some Sacramento shit, and I just liked it, and I didn't know really. I just wanted to be myself. So I was like, I'm not gonna like make up little Beezy or some shit like so.
Lil Teo,
right?
yeah.
Lil Teo. So I was just like, man, I just want to be Teo, and where I'm from. So that was what it was. But then I was like, I grew out of it, and then I was ready to rebrand, and my music was getting better, and changing. So that's why I decided to use my full name, Teoman.
Is your first name just? Oh, your name's not Mateo. It's Teoman.
Teoman.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Damn, I don't think I've ever met anybody else named that. That's a really sick name, man.
Yeah, that's why I was like, my producer Cruz, shout out Gabriel Cruz, my dog.
Shout out Gabriel Cruz.
He's like, bro, this is your name type shit.
Yeah.
A couple other people were saying, I was like, all right.
I feel like I know a lot of people who have that same rationale. Like a lot of folks who are like, just feel like if they name their artist project something that isn't them, then it's almost like they're putting on like a character or a mask. I mean, I guess it just depends. I mean, I guess it's more so about like what you're doing and not the namesake of it. But it is hard, I think, to kind of like figure out, do you go by a moniker? Do you go by your government name? I mean, you have such a cool, like, just straight up name that
That's
it makes
why I
sense.
was like, yeah, let me just use my government because this is who I am. This is, so.
Who was that person in your life? The person you said who was who you kind of met at a young age, and he was telling you that he liked the 916.
Oh, that was I dropped a song called Sprinter Van, and then like people started tapping in with me, like saying they fucked with me, and this artist named King DZ, he tapped in with me, and then I was around him for a little bit, and he would always just say before he rapped, he'd be like 916 or something.
Nice.
And so I just kind of heard that and just kind of like caught on to that. I was like, I'm gonna use that for my name, damn near. So
yeah, you never hear.
I heard hella other people saying it too, but
you never hear the area code as like one 3-digit number. Like you never hear 916. You always hear 916.
That's why I'm always gonna keep my IG that.
Yeah.
Because it's like shit.
It's cool, bro, and it's like where you're from, and it's very much a part of you. I always say this about like where you're from in your hometown. It's like you only get one, and I think it's really, really hard to like beat that place out of you. But I don't know. I guess at the same time, I mean, there's people I know who grew up in a bunch of different places and maybe don't resonate with one specifically. Thanks. But I'm sure like you talk about Sac a lot in your music and just in general. I'm sure it means a lot to you, right?
Yeah, it means a lot to us. To me and my friends, and it's not something we're gonna forget.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere like we want to bring something new to the city, though. Because Sacramento as a whole is known for a lot of different things. And all me and my friends are all from different areas.
Yeah.
Outskirts of right in the middle of Sac, to right in the middle of Sac, and we've all moved around and shit. But, yeah. So I want to bring a new sound, new wave to it, and I think that's what everybody's doing right now.
Sacramento is crazy in the fact that like there's literally like worlds in Sacramento, bro. So many different worlds. Like you got like Folsom versus like Citrus Heights versus like there's downtown and shit.
South Sac, North Sac, East Sac,
Auburn and Rockland and all that shit up there.
All those, those are like all the outskirts and shit.
Does Sacramento get like political about like what is and what is not Sacramento in the same way the Bay Area does, where people get upset about like calling certain cities the Bay and not cities the Bay? Sacramento's not like that, huh?
I think people, I don't know. It's genuinely somebody from who's not from right in Sacramento, like if they're when you put in your address, if that shit don't say Sacramento, I don't think you technically from Sacramento. If it say Roseville or some other shit, you're not really. I don't know if you from Sacramento. Yeah. But if you outside of, if you in a different state or city, you can say that. Nice. It's like easier to say.
Okay, that makes sense. But
either way, it's all love because people from. Everything is 15 minutes away from each other. 20 minutes, so it's like we all are from Sac. So and
it's all like Northern California.
We all from Sac, bro. But I don't know. Everybody's different when it comes to that shit.
And I think to a degree too, Sacramento feels like I don't know. It feels like this place that's in like this awkward middle ground between like a major city and like a non-major city, but it's not like. You know, like it's the capital, but that's really what most people outside of California know for, and there's not much like outside of that they know it for, which I think is cool. And I feel like right now, maybe it's just because I have a bunch of friends there, but it feels like it's gaining like a huge musical identity right now. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday, but like, bro, I swear to God, the entire the entire Sacramento underground rap scene is in LA right now. Like, Youth and Age is sleeping on my couch. You're here. Did a Brandon Mack and Butane Baby interview yesterday. Seems like there's a really, really like. Just special wave coming out of there right now.
Yeah, I think so. It's a new sound. It's a lot of people that are just working hard, and there's a lot of people to be named that are doing great right now. Yeah. I think it is. A lot of people don't even know Sac is a capital. Like, I met a girl in New York. I was just in New York. I met her, and she was like, "Where you from?" I was like, "I'm from Sac." She was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "She's from the Bronx." And I was like, "It's the capital of California. What the fuck?" And she was like, "I thought LA was the capital." I was like, "Oh shit."
Dude, a lot of people say that. I feel
so
like
it's like it's okay, but I think the people that do know what's going on with music in NorCal right now, people that do know, they know, and they see what it could turn into, and so. It just needs a bigger eye, and it's gonna get there because a lot of artists are making waves right now.
It's super exciting, bro. Like, it feels like, I mean, there was I think when I first started doing this, there was a really, really exciting scene in the Bay, especially with underground hip hop and stuff, and even in like more the indie rock side of stuff, I thought there was a really, really cool and upcoming scene in the Bay Area. But I think since a lot of those artists fizzled out and started doing other things or moved different places, I haven't felt like super momentum on like very many scenes in the Bay Area opposed to, I think, when I started doing this. And it's so sick to see like what Sac has going on right now, because it feels like in Northern California it's one of the only times in recent memory where it feels like there's just like a ton of shit coming out of like one particular place. I guess I'd ask you, like, being somebody, I mean, you said you've been making music since 16 in Sacramento. Has there been a scene like this there in the past? Has it kind of fizzled out and come back and fizzled out again and come back again? Like, how do you feel about the momentum right now versus when you first started?
Man, when I first started, I wasn't even really in the scene. Like, I was to the neck. Like, I was by myself trying to do it. I was still trying to graduate. I was playing basketball. So, like, I was... When I really jumped in the scene when I was 18 and... the only artist that I knew that was doing alternative music that wasn't like gang music in Sacramento was Aka.
Nice.
Because
he's been on it forever, huh?
Yeah, like we knew each other like when I was young, like family, like friends and shit, similar friends. So I known him since I was young and fucking shit. He's the one I saw doing it, and then Nate Curry, and then like few other people that was it, honestly. And then it started growing and influenced people like me and other people to start doing it, and I was growing and growing. And then there's hella other artists, like we was just talking about Josh P, the homie Deshaun, homie Omari, shit, Drop Top. Like, there's a lot of people coming up right now that I see a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, and myself.
Yeah. Hell yeah, so, bro. And it's exciting to be a part of something. Like, to know that, like, you have a vital place in this scene.
I've been connecting everybody.
Yeah.
Like, my release from my project, it was all those people in the same room.
Yeah.
Meeting each other, from John Wild to everybody was there. Like, so just like the city is going to be big. Like, when I was in New York, when I'm out here, like, I see people working all together. So every time I go back to Sac, I live in Sac. Every time I'm out there, I just try to like bring people together.
Yeah.
This artist would have never met this artist, and now maybe they build something
That's
crazy
beautiful,
together.
Bro.
Like,
yeah.
And everybody, as long as everybody knows, everybody that's working hard and that's dope as fuck all know each other, we're all gonna go up.
Yeah, dude, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I think like those reaches across, right? Like those reaches across the margin, I think, to like take the extra step, to make that extra mile, to like bring that person together is huge, bro. And I think like I do really believe you gotta like think about building a scene and building a community in like a conscious way. I mean, not to be said, and
it'd be natural.
I think it is natural.
It's
yeah,
natural. It's always natural because
you don't think like there's some level of like, not to say like someone's planning it,
it's
but like
conscious, but it's natural.
But like what you're doing, for example, I mean, you're community building. Well, like whether you see it like that or not, you know, like you are like putting a foot forward to try to like get people to meet each other and make a community, make a connection.
Facts. No, definitely. It's definitely doing it. It's doing shit with a purpose.
Yes,
like, I'm not just like linking up everybody to like drink and smoke.
Yeah.
Or something, but we might be doing those things, but we also doing some creative like.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely it's all natural though. Like,
yeah.
And it's like if two people meet and they don't become the best friends in the world, it doesn't matter.
That's okay. Yeah.
You know, as long as they get each other contact or something and know what each other got going on, respect it. That's what's a step forward.
That's a beautiful moment, I think, when I think I remember when this became apparent to me is like when music friends or what used to be music friends just become your friends.
Yo, dog, yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's me, literally.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm still locked in with my dogs that I grew up with. But that's what it is. Too.
Yeah.
Like, I have a few music friends that, bro, like, we don't even talk about music a lot of the time.
Yeah. Which is cool, bro. I think that's so vital. I think like you need some resemblance of like, I mean, you know, like what you said, like not everybody has to be best friends, but like it can't just always be about music 24/7, 365. Like there have to be genuine relationships there, you know?
It always is. Like, and I know I've met so many people, and we respect each other, but we're not hitting each other up, kicking it or none of that because it's like we're not gonna force it.
Which is beautiful.
The people I'm actually kicking it with, cool with, it's because we get along.
Yeah. And I mean, like, you never know if those ones are gonna come back around or not, and sometimes it's just about not overthinking it. But yeah, I totally agree with you, bro. Do you think there's anybody in recent memories in Sacramento that you think is really not only just doing their thing, but has impacted the way that you look at music and how you've been creating, and just I guess through the album process, if we want to get into that?
Yeah.
Through that, was there anybody in the city of Sacramento that you really were taking a lot of inspiration from and kind of helped you through that process a lot?
From Sac? Shit, just all my friends. Friends that make music, friends that don't make music. Girlfriends, not like girlfriends, but like all friends. Homegirls, friends, like everybody. My mom, my sisters, like it's all influence. And then as far as like musically, like me and Cruz, like I influenced Cruz to get into this alternative bag, and then he started just taking over with that shit as far as him being what he's capable of, and then he taught me new things and how to use my voice and all that. And then when it comes to just telling a story and telling your own story, I've learned that from from Aka for sure. Throws me a lot of game. Just always tell your story, shit, and like Nate Curry, when he taught me like a recording style I still use to this day and shit, which I think
really?
a lot of people
what was the style? That's sick.
I think a lot of people probably use it, but he taught me when I was 18, so I was still like brand new to it. But like it's just like doing multiple takes, freestyling. If you're good at freestyling shit, freestyling raps and flows, melodies, I'll do like 5 takes freestyling, and then it should be hard, and then it'd be like regular stuff that's not too good, whatever. And then we pick the 5 best, or we just pick the best shit out of the 5 takes.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then we make it like a puzzle, like let's put this melody right here. It's like, and then we put the okay right here. Yeah. And I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? And then and then I started rapping, and then we put another ooh, so you get to play with it like that. So I do that to this day still. That's
fire. I mean, that makes a bunch of sense, bro. That way you're not like sifting through every single detail and then restarting and being like, oh, I got to get this specific part of this specific verse right, you know?
If you feeling the sauce naturally right there in the moment, just do that. Everybody do that. Just who cares if you say blah, 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 like you're going to catch a couple cool things and do another take and then put it all together. Yeah. But I do write too. But yeah.
How much of your process is about like that feeling or that energy in the room? Like, do you feel like some days you go to the studio and you either just have it or don't have it? And then those days where it's not coming as easily, how do you kind of take a step back and get, your mind calibrated and get back into a place where it all makes sense again?
Man, it's like if I'm already at the studio and my mind's not calibrated, I'm damn near fucked. But so I have to like mentally, if I'm feeling mentally down that week, or I'm feeling like not like if I'm feeling down, like just sad or whatever it is, and I know I gotta go to the studio, and I want to get to work, like I have to do what I have to do myself, like do regular life shit, go to the gym, like fucking make some tea, like read something, like that type of shit to be able to, cause I don't need like, it's usually just me and Cruz. Yeah. If we're really, really working, or it's me and like my bro working, a different homie working, or maybe a couple friends. That's it. But honestly, it's about bringing the vibe to the studio. It's not with the studio. The studio doesn't have to be a vibe. Like I don't care what it looks like, where we're at, none of that shit. Yeah. How professional it is and how not professional it is. It's about just bringing a vibe already there. If you pulling up somewhere, if you pulling up to work, mad or sad already, that's how your day gonna be. Yeah. If you pulling up to the gym sad or mad, that's how your session gonna be.
Yeah. So. That's huge, bro. And I think a lot of that just goes back to life habits. I think a lot of people, it's strange, but for whatever reason, I think a lot of people like don't treat creative jobs as like normal jobs. Like in the sense, right? Like if you want to be, for example, right? Like if you work just a normal day job or something, obviously every single day, if you wake up and you're not doing the things that you have to do to get your mind right before work, you're not going to go into that position feeling 100%. Yeah. And the product and the output that comes out is just not going to be the same. And for whatever reason, I feel like some people in art don't take it that way. Like I feel like they just think, and not to say that you should take the fun out of this, because the only thing you have is the fun in it. But at the same time,
my bad to cut you off.
You're good.
You have more fun with it because when I pull up to a studio session happy and like in a good ass mood, that makes bro Cruz or whoever I'm working with in a better mood. That puts us on a good position. That's what I'm talking about, bringing a vibe. Then once we bring a vibe, then everything we do is like butter. Like I'll record 4 songs in 2 hours type shit. He just made 3 beats in 2 hours. Like we're doing real work when it's a good energy. So,
and I do think there's a level of that has to be like not forced but conscious. Like I think I think this might be a naive perspective and some people might disagree with me on, but I do really, really believe that like there are certain bad moods you can work yourself out of 1000%. Obviously, like there's external factors, right? Like if some terrible shit happens in your life, you're not going to be in a good mood. But like I think there are times where like you just need to put a smile on your face and eventually get to the place where it's like you are able to bring yourself back to ground zero. You know?
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to give advice for shit like that because we all go through it, and then we all might think of advice. But it's like we need to take our own advice.
100%. And I don't think anybody has it, right? Like I don't think anybody has it shit figured out. But I think like I don't know. Like I think one reason I'm so lucky, dude, and like I feel so infinitely grateful to do what I get to do. No, I'm cool. Thank you, bro. I get all freaked out when I smoke weed. I see demons and shit.
I feel it. I see angels.
But like one of the reasons I think I'm so lucky to get to do what I get to do is like I just get to take little sporadic bits of different people's mindsets and just like apply them in different areas of my life, which I feel very, very grateful for, and just get to learn so many stories. So I mean, piggybacking off what you were saying, it's like I don't think anybody has that thing figured out. Like the thing how to wake up happy is like the biggest secret in the world. I don't think anyone has that shit figured out. So I think it's just about like surrounding yourself with folks that are trying their best every single day and taking little bits of their mindset and saying like this person does this and I can take that, and this person does this and I can take that, and just figuring out a way to apply it to your own mindset.
It should be crazy because it's like some days I was like hella sad. Not hella sad, but I was just like unmotivated, that type of thing. And my homie hit me up to like pull up and like cook up and shit or whatever. It was midday. I was doing nothing with my life, literally. Like I was doing nothing, and I was just broke as fuck. And then I pulled up on him. We're just talking. And he's like, he's comfortable with how he's living. You know what I'm saying? And like, so we
in like a mental space or like a financial space.
Financial.
Gotcha.
And so we were just talking, and I was like, I feel like I'm doing good with my music. Like, I'm happy with that. I'm, like, not too upset about anything. I'm just broke, bro. And, like, that shit slowing me down. I was like, I feel like if I get some money, I'm going to be hella happy. And then he was like, you're not, bro. He was like, bro. He's like, you're just going to be sad and be able to buy shit. He said some shit like that. And I was like, damn, you right. Because I'm really just thinking about how I'm going to pay my bills and feed myself and pay for gas and, like, still live and chill. And so I was just thinking about needs and wants. I wasn't thinking about actual happiness. So that's
huge though, bro. I think there's like, it's interesting. I think there's like I don't think money breeds happiness, but I think there's like a level of money, like I think comfortability is a factor, right?
And when you're comfortable and all your people are happy around you,
yeah,
that's what it is. Like, and like,
and I think that's when the growth happens as well.
It be internal shit, like
yeah.
It be internal shit I can't even speak about.
Yeah,
that, like I don't even think about, but I know it's probably affecting me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, dude. It's hard to know exactly what you're going through and why. But dude, I think that's totally true. I mean, there's like, I don't think the difference between like $150,000 a year and $250,000 a year is gonna like really significantly impact your happiness. I think it might impact like what you have or like the size of your house or like the car you have, but I don't think that equates to happiness at all. What I do think though is like if you can manage to get to a place where you're not like your main focus isn't money, I do really feel like there's got to be some level of like comfortability that comes with that allows you to kind of like focus on art in a different way or whatever your goals are, I suppose.
Money does bring comfortability, and comfortability equals happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but it can't just like, you can't just say, man, if I had money, life would be amazing.
Yeah, no,
like,
definitely not.
Because if you don't have your mental right or like your relationships right with your people, then you just gonna be waking up alone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude. Like you can't buy human beings to hang out with you. You can't buy like friends. You can't do it.
It's not gonna be real.
Yeah.
If you got Cho and like they weren't really there before, so yeah, it's real, bro. It's something that, you know, I just want to be happy when I'm by myself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cause I be pretty happy when I'm around people I fuck with and shit. But like sometimes when I'm by myself, I just be like, damn, like what's up, you know?
I feel that, bro.
But sometimes when I'm by myself too, I just be focused. And, you know, not necessarily like in a great mood, but I'm just trying to be focused.
Yeah, it's so hard to get to the place where like both are equally as fulfilling. Oh, I think I just fucked that fly out of my hand. Where both are like equally as fulfilling. I think it's really, really like, I think for me anyway, I think for most of my childhood I was way happier with people than I was alone, and I had a large problem being alone. I don't really know why. Maybe I think a degree of it was I had a lot of unresolved conflict in my life that I definitely wasn't facing or wasn't like trying to work through. But I think as I've gotten older, I've got to a place where like, I love being alone. I really, really, really do. Like I think sitting by myself and doing whatever is sometimes more enjoyable than like truly just being with a bunch of people. Not to say that I don't love being with my friends and shit. I have like amazing people in my life, but I think loving yourself is a really big part of learning to love spending time with yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm just now starting to get to that again. Yeah.
What do you think changed?
Shit, just like lifestyle and your goals.
Yeah.
And also just people around you also keep you up, but like shit, I don't live alone. I have a couple roommates, but I don't see them much in Sac. But like, I just have a room to the neck. Like, I'm by myself 90% of the time. But I don't know, just my aspirations.
Yeah.
My aspirations, like, man, I don't have normal aspirations, so I can't be doing no normal ass shit. Like, I can't just be sitting here, like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I try to, you know, that shit. And when I stay busy, you know, that shit keep me happy. And when I know I'm feeling purpose, like that's what it is. It's literally
that's everything, bro.
That's what it is, like feeling purpose, like and when you're not active and when you're not putting plays together and planning and creating, like I be feeling like I don't have purpose sometimes.
Yeah.
But I also do regular cool shit, like just go play basketball, like shit, sit down, create some, learn something, watch a documentary.
Yeah.
Some chill shit. Like,
yeah. I do feel like purpose is like, or maybe not purpose, but the pursuit of purpose, I think is quite literally one of the many like major key.
It's really purpose. Like this whole combo that y'all just listened to is came up to the word purpose. Like, that's what it is.
Well, it's like waking up every single day with a goal. Like when you have purpose, when you have a goal, when you have a dream, when you have aspirations, you wake up every single day and you're walking towards something. Like you're moving forward. And I think that is like, I feel like forward motion is like happiness' best friend, bro. Like I feel like stagnation is the absence of happiness. I think that is like one of the most difficult places to be, is when not only are you not going anywhere, but you don't know where you want to go. At least if you know where you want to go, you can wake up every single day and have a goal, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's difficult.
Sometimes I don't know where I want to go. I just know I'm gonna be successful.
Yeah.
And I love making cool music, and I just like want to keep getting better at that. And like, I don't want to be the biggest artist in the world, but I want to be known. I want people to, I want people to have memories to my shit.
Wow. That's a really, really cool way to look at it, bro.
Yeah.
That's a really cool way to look at it. Have people have memories to your music. That's really, really sick. I think like wanting to be the kind of artist that soundtracks somebody's life at any point in their life is a really, really sick goal.
Yeah, facts. Like just stamp, like, or just when you hear that one song, like I had a homie that told me he played every time he hears The Sun Is High, he think about this one shorty because he played it with her for like a whole week straight, and I was like, yeah, that's tight.
That's really cool, bro. Yeah, that's like, super sick.
Just cool shit like that. Like that's what I do it for, because I like to just, I don't know, like music. I really just ended up making music on some natural shit because I loved it, and then it just shit. I always had a fight and a urge for it to just make shit and release shit. I don't know what urge it was. It's weird.
How'd you first stumble into it? Like, who taught you to make music? Did you learn everything yourself? How did you first kind of like get that bug, get that itch?
Shit, bro. I started freestyling when I wrote my first lyrics when I was like 12, and just it was like some flexing that shit. It was some flexing shit, and then I showed my friends that they were like 13 and 14, and they're like, that shit's hard, bro. And I was like 12, but then I just was a normal kid though, and then like just doing cool shit, like getting in minor trouble, trying to be curious with things and stuff. But I was really just a chill kid. I played basketball.
Nice.
And I remember I was 16, and then like the homie older than me in high school, his name was Guapo or Mario. He started making music, and I was like, damn, where's the studio at? I was just playing because I was already rapping every day almost. Yeah. Like, there was videos.
Oh, but he didn't know.
There was videos of me on Snapchat, like, rapping and shit, and then there would be people swiping up, like, hey, I got a studio, like tell him to pull it to my studio or something, like, random shit like that. And then, what happened? Oh, yeah, so I found a studio called The Update. It's in Sacramento. It's one of the best studios. Dan, who owns it, and he engineers your shit, like best quality. Like all the biggest rappers in Sac have gone there and shit. But started working with him when I was like 16, 17. I didn't even know how to record, none of that shit. So he taught me that I could.
How old is he?
Oh, like he's shit like 40.
That's really sick. Yeah. So were you like paying for studio time, or did he kind of just take you under your?
I was paying.
Nice. Okay, sick.
Yeah, I was broke. Had $200. I was paying $160 for the session. Like,
sick.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear my voice on that shit. And so I wasn't that good, like, when it came to making songs or nothing. It really had to develop, bro. Like, how to develop. And anybody who really knew me from then just knew I'd develop crazy.
Did you learn a lot of lessons from Dan as you were working in that studio?
Man, Dan still works there. Yeah, I don't work with him like at that studio anymore, but Dan's still busy as fuck, and he's great. But yeah, I used to go in there and just play a beat from YouTube and then just like freestyle the whole beat.
Yeah.
And then if I fucked up one time, I'll be like, run it back. He's like, whatever. And then that day he told me, he was just like, bro, you could just say some shit and then punch it in, or like you could just write and then just. You don't have to rap the whole verse you wrote. And he just taught me literally the basics. Like, I didn't know shit. And then me and the homie started getting jiggy on GarageBand.
Nice.
I started learning a little bit more. But, yeah, so it was a build-up, bro. Like, little steps. Like, once I started recording, the story's almost done. Because this was, like, steps that led me to keep going. But once I made a couple songs, I posted, like, one of them. I was just, like, on my Snapchat, I was, like, freestyle. And then this girl who was a senior at my school was like, this is hella good if this is actually a freestyle. She was like, shout out her, what's her name? Isabella. Shout out Isabella. She was like, if you can make a couple more songs, like I could book you at a show at the Holy Diver in Sacramento. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bet. So then I really just made like 3 more songs. And then I dropped like 3 songs like in a row, like each week on SoundCloud. And then she booked me for a show. And then the next week I was literally playing basketball at school and selling tickets to a show. And then it was just happening like this, bro. Like it was natural. Like it wasn't like shit happened natural. I was really at school like selling tickets, like $5 tickets. And I sold the most tickets. I sold like 40 tickets. And then the other artists were like all old, like 30, 25, 20. You know, I'm literally like 17 at this point now. And shit, I headlined my first show in Sac. That shit was tight.
It's really just all about like little things that like you find, you're like, oh, this keeps me in it. And
yeah,
then you
if
know,
that girl didn't hit me up to say do a show,
yeah,
and I did my first show within like the first 6 months of me like barely dropping music. I was not dropping music like that. Like I don't even honestly remember the correct time frame.
yeah.
Like, that's how like blurry it was, but it just led me to it, bro. And then like,
Did that show motivate you a lot to keep doing it?
huh?
Did that show motivate you a lot to keep
because then
doing
I
it?
met some dudes. Shout out Dre. Shout out Mookie. One of my dogs. They're like older cats, not too much older, but they're just grown. They're grown men, and they're just like, bro, you hard as fuck. Like, can we help you out? And they helped me like create my distro kit and all that shit. And then it was really natural, bro. Like, gang, like it was crazy. So, and how I just naturally developed relationships with like everybody, and yeah, it's a development.
That's super sick, bro. Going through all those different years of like, you know, I'm working with this producer, I'm working with this person, trying to figure it out. How fulfilling is it to find somebody like Cruz, who you keep mentioning, who like, I was reading he produced the entire project, like mixed, mastered, produced, and stuff. Yeah. How did you find him? And then like having a producer that's literally has a hand in every single aspect of the project. Yeah. How much did that help just the cohesion of it and like the workflow of it? Like, what do you think the biggest benefits for that were? Man, that's my doggy. That's my brother. He was supposed to come out here. He knows that too. You would have met him. Actually, no, he probably would have been gone by now. But that's my bro. We met like 4 years ago now. When I was 18. Nice. Like I said, I started meeting everybody, and he was like, Cruz only like a year older than me or 2 years older than me. So he was like 20 maybe, and like he was working at one of the studios. Or he wasn't even working there yet. He was just always around one of the studios I was at called City Sound. Shout out City Sound Code. Shout out. I started there damn near. And after the update. And we were just always around. He's hella cool. He was on some West Coast shit. He from South Sac. I'm from North Sacramento. So like we never knew each other as kids or nothing. Like we literally just met in the studio space, met in that aura, met in that vibe. And he was just like, you know, just like we were just chill, respected. He fucked with me. I really didn't know his music like that. I don't think he knew my music. We just fucked with each other. And I was booking with somebody named J Reality there, which is my dog. And then once he stopped working there, I was like, damn, I don't even know who to book with. And Cruz was like just starting to mix and master, just starting to get in a different producer bag. And he was like, you could book with me? I'm like, all right, bet. And so then we just started working tough, bro. And then it became like so natural. Like we started making our own shit. I changed his vibe into more of an alternative, like, and then he taught me so much flavor, and so we really just been cooking for 4 years now. What about it felt right? Like right off rip, like what do you think about him versus other producers? He's a bro. Nice. Like, he's just a bro. Like, we just get along. That's my dog. And then he met all my friends. He damn near knows all my friends, bro. Like every single one from my childhood to like artist friends, like, you know, so natural. If all of them fuck with him too, and we all chilling, he's a family. We're family, like for real. And so it developed past 4 years. It's natural. Like nothing was forced, shit. And so when it comes to the music, that's how it is too. And so I know we're about to start working now on the new shit. We're about to start creating. So nice, bro. Hell yeah, dude. I think that's so key to find that one creative collaborator where like it's a blessing. I mean, I think a big thing with that too is like it becomes not just like on a project by project basis. It's like that know-how where it's like you're my guy. Like I'm working with you, you're working with me, we're doing this shit together. So it's like you're always thinking about like what's the next thing, opposed to, you know, like another producer who you just like bring on for a project or whatever. He's only thinking about that project. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bro's really helped me with creative direction, everything. Nice. And I'm gonna help him with when he starts doing his thing with the music, because he's honestly the best artist in Sac. Like if y'all heard his singing, it's great, sick, dude. Yeah, but he's what kind of stuff is it? Like shit, like a upgrade. Like he's just cold, bro. Like a mix of like McGee with Brand of like Dijon. Like that's who he's been influenced in the past few years for sure, and he's insane. Like really, like y'all gonna hear it. But so it's a blessing though, because there is a lot of producers though that I'm starting to work with now. That it's because like Cruz is working too. Like people want to book with Cruz. People want to do shit with Cruz, and like, because of what we've been creating, because what he created for himself, and like so he busy as fuck. I'm doing other shit. I'm working with other artists and producers as well. But when it comes to like game time, it's always gonna be like when it's game time, like we're gonna like really get in the lab and like
just try to create vibes every time. So.
Yeah, that's sick, bro. And it's kind of like a place to return back to too. You know, like you can stray one way, you can stray another way, but it's like returning to the form with him is super, super sick. Cool, you bring up those influences in his production wheelhouse. I think that makes a lot of sense, like the Dejan McGee, a lot of that stuff. The project, I think.
Yeah, my project, you wouldn't get that from our project. Maybe a little bit on the sense in the.
I think you do get it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good.
I think I hear it a lot, and I think a lot of it has to do with the synths and just the overall like feeling of it. Not to say that you sound like either of those artists really at all, but like the production style of it, it's so different from the music that I found you off of. Like it's so different from Funkman, it's so different from Fantasy, and the project feels incredibly cohesive front to back. Like it's a very atmospheric, very psychedelic, very like fleshed out, produced, synth heavy project. And I think listening through it, it doesn't fully surprise me that Cruz has those influences. And as you moved into that sound, right? So you know you have Funkman out. That was the first track before the project, if I remember.
Me and Cruz made Funkman, and I was like, bro, we're gonna drop this before the project because people are probably gonna think I'm gonna drop a funk project or something. And so we just did it, and then we dropped the melodic project.
Do you have more music like that?
I love funk shit. I could rap all day to funk
that
shit, and
so
like
sick,
I'm getting into like house, like garage, like UK garage, like rapping on those shits though, cause I could really do it. Fucking fly, dude. Cause I could really do it. So I don't know. I'm thinking I might drop a project, like a small EP. I'm gonna drop like 5 new songs this year, 6 new songs, just singles, and then I might drop a little EP, maybe like 5 songs, 4 songs of just like funk songs.
That would be sick, bro.
But rapping and maybe like a love funk song on there, cause I want to just focus on that too, just see what I could open up with that. And it, like I said, it's gonna be a mix of other things, not like it's gonna be funk with the other things that I've been learning. But
I mean, those type of songs were definitely what first caught my ear when I heard your shit. I mean, that shit
natural. I literally Fantasy. I recorded myself, made it in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's sick.
And it was me and 7 homies in this. Not even 7, like 5 of us. And it was in a studio I used to rent. And I listened through a whole beat pack, and all of them were not that good to me. And then I played the 10th beat, the last beat. I'm like, bro, this the last beat. It's named Fantasy. Let's see what this shit sound like. Played it, and it was doom, doom. We all started dancing. It was midday. I just punched myself in and recorded that song. And then my friends liked it, so we just dropped it.
Dude, it's a super sick bag.
I paid for the video on my tax return. Like, you know,
yo, that's awesome.
Like,
bro.
Really, when it comes to this music,
it's a great use.
It's sacrifice, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's beautiful, bro.
Like, I could have did a lot with that money.
Yeah, literally.
But that show got me booked. That song got me booked for shows and shit, though. So
it's such a good song, bro. I mean, we're like,
I got some funk shit coming, new shit.
Nice.
Like Funk Man.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, man, I haven't dropped a funk song in a while. And Cruz started making that beat naturally, and I was like, man, let's do a funk song.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. It was really cool, like hearing the progression from like all that stuff into the project, because it's 2 very different vibes, but they both feel like you, like almost like 2 different sides of you in a cool way.
It is.
Are you somebody who really, really prioritizes the cohesion on a project? Because front to back, that kind of melodic, that kind of synth heavy sound is very consistent throughout the project. I mean, every single song dives on it in kind of a cool and creative and different way. Were you like thinking very deeply about the sequencing of the project as you were making it, or were these songs they were accumulated over the years, or was it kind of like, no, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna make a project with this energy and this sound?
It's a mix of all that. The oldest song on there is Sunset, and we made that like more than a year ago. But honestly, we did link up and we were like, let's do a project, because we had some motivation and like people telling us to make a project based around a demo of Rover. People like heard a demo of Rover and they're like, I don't want a whole project of this. And so me and Cruz like talked about it, and we're like, fuck it, let's do it. And so we worked on it for like 8 months. And like we weren't like, if we really were able to lock in the studio every day, that project would have been done in 3 months or 2 months. But like we were able to take our time with it and shit. Made a lot of songs. Probably could have made way more, but we came into the sessions like I said, you know his influences, and then like his favorite artist is Kendrick.
Nice.
All together though, but like his influences like more on like the R&B and like, you know, super melodic, super that vibe, and then my influences like underground rap lately and like a lot of other things, so we kind of just mixed it. And so every time we linked up, like it would be that type of production mixed with like some new gen underground rap, and then I'll get in there and do a mix of alternative like pop mixed with like rapping melodically, and then get in Nate Curry. He just slid to the studio and did a hook hella quick. That's my dog, Slider, and then Aka, same thing. So yeah, it was just a natural project. For real.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, bro. It's super sick to like really sit down and focus on that energy too. I think. I think it's really easy to just like drop a collection of songs, but I think what I like about The Sun Is Hot a lot is very much like this feeling of it's a project for sure.
Right.
And it's cool
this
too.
This is my first time doing that.
Yeah, really?
Like actually, like, okay, shit, like this is what we gonna do. Like, you know, have at least some type of meaning behind it and shit. So yeah.
So prior to this, it was kind of just like, I'll make a song in this style, I'll make a song in this style. Maybe we'll throw them together, maybe we won't. Maybe they'll be singles, but there was never any thought into being like, oh, I want to make a collection of tracks with this sound.
No, yeah.
That's super sick, bro. Yeah, that's a breakthrough. That's a breakthrough for sure.
Yeah. It's just a warm up, man. It's just a warm up, bro. Like, you know, the sun's getting hot. It's a warm up. Like, everything that me and my people got planned, I'm really happy for them. We have shit that we don't even know is gonna happen. Yeah. You know, so. Yeah, I
wanted to ask about the title of it because I was curious if it was a Sac reference or not, just because it's the hottest place on literally fucking planet Earth.
The sun is hot, man. It's the sun really is like a form of energy, the biggest form of energy. You know, so I look at shit like that. I live like the Earth. Like I'm really a hippie. I'm like a player hippie. Nice. So like, shit, that's what it is. Like I just love the Earth already. It's hot as fuck in Sacramento. It's hot as fuck in Cali. So in the summer, you know, like it was a lot of things. It was just tight, and then so Cruz really, we were having a convo and we were just talking about shit, and he said something like it, and then we came up to The Sun Is Hot, and then we asked a couple of our friends like, what do you think of it? And they loved it. They're like, I don't know, it's so like, it's just the sun is hot. Like, you're just saying something so obvious, you know.
I mean, it's obvious, but it provokes a lot.
It sounds poetic in a way, though. So we just like, the sun is hot, man. And then we wanted to like reference the Titanic scene at the end. Cool. When bros on the shit like freezing to death and shit.
It's a majestic cover, bro.
Yeah. We did that shit at Folsom Lake.
Oh,
and then
sick.
The homie Brandon Mycel, shout out him. He's dropping.
Shout out.
I'm dropping a video that he shot next couple weeks.
Nice.
But he shot the cover at Folsom Lake, then he edited it, made it look like the ocean. Yeah. And then Cruz put the sun up there. Yeah.
It's damn, your producer did the sun?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Cruz is
multifaceted.
Yeah, cool code. Yeah.
The cover, like, I love the effects on it. Like all the weird, crazy Gaussian blur and like everything and all the layers where it almost feels like you're in a dream. Like when I look at it, how I feel is like how I feel when I get a heat stroke when I'm in Sacramento, which I feel like definitely makes sense.
Yeah, where my bag at, man? Hold on. I got my sun bag on me. These are fucked up though. Fuck.
Oh, sick.
You see, I got that shit on.
It's a QR code?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough, dude. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that right there, man.
Damn, so this is at Folsom Lake?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. He made it look infinite. Like it looks like it doesn't stop. Like the ocean.
Yeah, bro. And there was mountains back there. He cut them bitches out the way.
Whoa.
He just had flavor on it, bro. Like
was this log in the water?
Yeah, we just found the log.
Oh shit,
dude.
Big
as fuck.
Were you guys planning to like do the shoot that day, or did it just happen?
Yeah, we planned
Nice.
it.
Okay, sick.
It was just me, Cruz, and Brandon.
Yeah.
Cruz was literally holding a sun reflector, and I just took a little dive. I actually swam like halfway across that motherfucker.
Nice,
to get a good swim in.
Hell yeah.
And then it was a good ass day.
And
then we finished the project. I'm not even talking in this shit. Then we finished the project the next day.
Damn. Bro.
I mean, the same day.
That's a busy day. Yeah. Holy shit.
Like we mix and match the rest of the project, and I made Get Off Me that same day.
That's cool. Yeah, bro. Sometimes the creativity just is in the air. Some days, some days it's not. I feel like that's certain days, bro. But I also feel the flip side very often, where there'll be days where I'm like, I cannot have a creative thought for my entire life, and then there's days where I feel like I know everything.
That's when you just creatively fried.
Yeah. Do you feel like you got to take a lot of breaks to not experience that level of burnout, that creative fry?
Nah, because I'll be naturally taking breaks.
Nice. Okay.
Without even being like, I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I want to get to the point, and I will get to the point where I'm working so hard that I'm gonna be like, I need to take a break.
Yeah.
But honestly, it'd be natural. Like, I'll catch myself be like, damn, I need to get back to work.
Yeah, wow, bro. Having that natural like semblance of balance is amazing because I don't think very many people have like the balance naturally.
When I do things, whatever it is, it's I hope to get inspiration from it or like get something new to talk about.
Yeah.
Learn something. And
having that foresight is huge. I think a lot of people get so much in this mindset where like, I just got to put my head down and make music 24/7. But it's like,
if you're not outside,
what are you writing about?
If you're not outside with the people, if you're not going out meeting people, or if you're not even active on social media, you have to do one or the other. If you do both, you're going to win.
Yeah.
And, the music is just, who knows? Like, it just depends. Everybody's come up is different. I'm still learning my come up and learning what paths I got to take.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely mandatory to stay in people's faces.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if you could just cooking up all the time, you better just be dropping all the time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there's merit to like both of those things. Like I think there are some artists that I think kind of embrace like the I'm gonna drop every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, whatever. I think there's that level of it, and then there's like the opposite side where you have like a Frank Ocean or somebody who are like I'm never dropping ever, and I think there is a level of allure there. But I also think that
if you're Frank Ocean, you could do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Motherfuckers be in their mom's backyard house, be like, I ain't finna drop for like 3 years, gang. Like, bro, you are not Frank Ocean, bro. Like, stop it, bro.
They'll be like at the home studio and they're like, you have no idea what's coming next.
Bro,
no one's waiting.
Bro, you just walked in your mom's crib with tight ass leather pants, gang. You are not Playboy Cardi.
You are not Cardi.
I just want everybody to be themselves.
Yeah,
and I've been learning who I am, bro. Everybody changes though. You could have a personality change, but it's not really your personality changing, it's your personality growing. So I think all my favorite people in the world are folks that like are authentically themselves around everybody no matter what. I think it's so like it's like so ridiculously obvious to like understand and like tell when somebody is like molding their personality depending on who they're around. Like it becomes so obvious, bro. And I think all my favorite people that I've ever met are people that just like they are like every single type of person, friend, like mom, dad, whatever it is, they're the exact same person around everybody. I think that's so cool. Yeah, for sure. My mom I'm the same with my parents. Like everything. Yeah, I feel that. Like that's Are you close to your parents? Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's super sick. Are they like into music? Did they kind of raise you on stuff, or did you find it totally independently? Of course I didn't find music independently. I definitely was influenced. Like my dad was listening to just all West Coast shit, rapping shit, and rock, Metallica, Disturbed, shit Sublime. Wide range of shit. And then my mom was also like on some like hippie shit. My dad's like where I got like the more like I wanted like make like music about cool shit, and then like my mom's probably more where I get the more the hippie shit from. So, nice. Yeah, it's a balance. But honestly, I put myself on shit, my friends, and just kind of figured it out. People around you, that makes sense. I guess just like closing out that thought about the balance. I think that's super sick, dude. I think it's really difficult to have that middle ground naturally. I think most folks either work way too hard 24/7 or they work never. And I think it's hard to just like naturally wake up and have that balance. I think it's something that I've certainly struggled with. I like to do regular shit. Yeah. I want to stay active. Yeah. I want to like do other things and then like look forward to going to the studio or like work super hard and then like have a good rest of my day because I know I worked on something. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, dude, that right there is my favorite feeling. That's in the ideal. World. My days are not always like that. Yeah, that's how I want to live every day though. I want to wake up every day, my own crib, happy. If I got a wife, if I got kids, that's not to the future, but like happy. I would rather wake up in a crib to the neck. Go to the gym, go play basketball, get back to the crib around 11 a.m., cook some food. Yeah. Have somebody pull up, pour some champagne by 2 p.m. and just start cooking up. Great day. Like, hell yeah. If I could do that every day, I'll be the happiest person in the world. That's beautiful, bro. And have a beachfront. And that shit is, I guess that's out of the beachfront. All that shit is like ridiculously like obtainable. Yeah. Like it's all right there. And it's such a double-edged sword, I'm a simple man, bro. I'm a simple man, bro. I think it's a double-edged sword because I think there's like a lot to be said about like just having
ridiculous and like outlandish goals and just like wanting the world. But I think there's also a lot to be said that people that can just be satisfied with like, you know, small things and like simple
ideally
things.
that crib that we in is paid off music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm living my life and then we go on tour. Like I want to go on tour so bad. Like, but
it's also even like I think a privilege to like understand how lucky you are in that scenario. I think a lot of people who get there, like they don't take a step back and like think, oh shit, like I'm paying my bills off of music. That is the luckiest shit in the world, you know?
Facts.
I definitely struggle with that,
and
I think.
And then just build it to something beyond music that could maintain you and your family and grow till you die. Like, you know, so that's really the goal of life. When I was just like, I was trying to think like, what am I doing all this shit for? And then I'm just like, damn, I guess everybody does start a family and have kids. I think that's what you do it for. Like, that's the goal of life. So,
is that something you think about a lot? Like, do you want to have a big family when you get older?
No, I don't ever think about it.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of scary to think about it.
I don't ever think about it.
Yeah, it's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, fuck no. Not right now, but I want 2 kids.
2 kids specifically? Yeah. Nice. Yeah. 1 boy, 1 girl?
Ideally.
Nice. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I definitely want a girl, I definitely want a boy, so.
I always go back and forth between like 2 and 3. Cause like, I like the idea of having like 1 boy, 1 girl, but also the idea, I like the idea of having 3 kids, but maybe not the idea of having like 2 boys and 1 girl, or 1 girl and, or 2 girls and 1 boy.
I would want like the oldest to be, shit, I don't know. Never mind, I don't even know. I really don't know.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I got 2 baby sisters.
Nice. Okay,
12,
cool.
They're 12 and 9 years old. Jada, Layla.
Cool.
Yeah, they live with their mom, but they're in Shaq.
Nice.
Shit, we have the same dad.
You guys are close?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I love them. I love them. They love me, for real.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, man. My little brothers are my favorite people in the world. I've learned a lot from them.
We playing hella Fortnite, bro. Hella Gang Beasts.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
We're running it all.
Fuck with Gang Beasts?
What's that?
It's a game.
Gang Beefs?
Gang Beasts.
Oh, Gang Beasts. I was like, what kind of game is that?
It's really a kid game, but that shit's turned.
Gang Beasts. I feel like
It's turned. You just like grapple each other and like throw each other off the map and shit.
I feel like I know that. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I might be thinking of something else. Yeah, I definitely might.
But yeah, life is cool, bro. I'm just trying to get better. And I want to be successful.
That's beautiful, bro. Long term, I know Sac is such an important part of your life and your music and who you are as a person. Like, you bleed Sacramento. Do you want to stay there long term? I know we were talking about earlier about, like, how much you like LA and stuff. Are there anywhere else in the country that you've really grown to love? And, like, do you want to stay in Sacramento as long term or move somewhere else?
Nah, I don't want to stay in Sacramento long term, but I think I'll probably come back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm always going to be in Sacramento. Like, all the time. But like maybe I'll raise a family out there type shit. Type shit. But I'll probably raise a family there. But I think everybody needs to travel. Yeah. Like even if you just travel the world for like a year and just find random jobs, you could do that. I have a friend that I grew up with that's doing that. My homie Jeremiah, bro. He literally went from living in Brazil to Italy to fucking Alaska to now he working out here in SoCal, some rich shit. Forgot some crazy shit, but
that's like an unparalleled level of experience, bro. Yeah, like the amount of shit that you would learn.
And he was a chef. Like he was just finding cooking jobs.
My parents are chefs. That's really
tight.
Cool. Yeah,
he's getting into it like naturally, just off traveling the world though.
Oh, it's so cool,
so, like,
bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could really, I'll suggest people to travel. I just went to New York for my first time. And
nice. How was it?
Amazing. That shit was tight. Super fun, bro. The energy out there is amazing. Yeah. Reminds me of just a big version of like San Francisco.
That's how I feel about it, bro. I say the same thing.
But New York is tight. I had a great time. Shit, it was a lot of inspiration there. Next time I go there, I know I'm gonna be bigger. I'm gonna be more successful. So it'll be just more opportunities there for me. Yeah. You know? But
yeah, 100%. Dude, I think even some of the places that you go, you can learn from without ever living there. And I think like, I do think there's a lot of merit to like living places for a very limited amount of time. Like I would love to just live in a bunch of different places for like a year. Or like a year and a half or 2 years, because I think it's all like chapters, kind of like how you were describing before, like how you had different monikers you made music over, over the years. I think there's a lot to be said about that with places you live as well, and I think we're constantly taking things from each one and just trying to, add them all together to create the most full version of ourselves for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna force nothing, man. I got team out there, bro. I got gang out there, like as far as people that I work with. Yeah. that we create, like video people, my video dolls, was really just my brothers for real, like Cruz, you know, other producers I'm growing with, my homies, my family, like that's all in Sac. So it's like it's grounded and it's like creatively it's what's best for me probably right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Creatively.
I totally
So,
know that distinction, yeah.
It is not shit to come here.
Yeah.
I come out here for free. You know?
Just sleep on the homie's couch and hang.
Like I'm out here for 2 weeks, sometimes a week. And if I come out here once a month and I just make sure I know when I'm coming is an important time.
Yeah.
Or there's stuff going on or I got something planned like this, then yeah. So usually just right now what I'm doing I feel like I fuck with, but I'm gonna move out of Sacramento when it's time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be forcing it.
I mean, you'll know. Yeah. You'll definitely know.
I have creative shit out here that I could get cracking. Like I have studios I could work at and people to work with, but it's just not the same yet. It's not as locked in yet.
Yeah, dude, it's hard to know the right time. Like it's really, but I think you always know.
Man, when it feel natural.
Yeah.
When it feel like, yo, Teo, there's mad shit calling your name right now.
Like it's screaming at you. Yeah.
Right now it's like, yo, Teo, come out here, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Be as active as you can, and you know, work.
I feel super weird about like that because I know what you mean, and I think like I found a ton of stuff in the Bay Area that like literally started everything that I'm doing right now. It was all just shit I found in the Bay Area, and then I moved here, and now I feel like I have so many resources and so much shit going on here. The idea of moving somewhere else is daunting, but it's I do think it's like really really valuable to like make sure that you never get too tied to somewhere, and like understanding that if you built it in one place, you can build it somewhere else.
Sac is turned red.
Yeah.
We're fun out there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love Sac, bro. I want to spend more time out there. I feel like I have a homie in Citrus Heights. I spend a lot of time out there. We used to always go to like Folsom and stuff.
Heights, so
oh, really?
Yeah, I lived in Citrus Heights for
nice.
in my life for sure.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think throughout making the project was the biggest lesson you learned? Like opposed to past projects and past singles and stuff. What do you think about this one?
Man,
what was the biggest thing you learned from it?
I'm gonna just keep it short and sweet. I was a motherfucker that was making music and dropping it. Doesn't like I just thought it was cool enough. Like that's why I have so many songs that are deleted now.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of songs I deleted from these past years because I'm like, man, I listen to them now. I'm like, I'm way better now. Like I don't want people to find me now and like listen to this and like judge me or anything, you know. So I was like self-conscious and I deleted. When I rebranded, I like deleted hella shit and stuff, and then I re-dropped songs like Fantasy, other songs, but yeah, I just think I was super excited to drop this because I know I'll never delete it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Like that's
it's like place one.
It's like this is it. Like this is what I'm going for. This is a start of what my development has been, and I think I'm gonna be a big artist. I don't want to be no underground artist, like honestly. Like I think I'm gonna be a big artist. So like I just wanted to make sure all my shit was straight, my business, my sound, and you know I still have old songs up probably that people could find somehow, but that I don't like. But yeah, I just think wait, what was the question? Like you asked what I learned from it. Yeah, I learned just to like shit, like preparation is key, and like working and like development. That's what I learned.
I think even acknowledging and like realizing that you're in points of development is something that's really really hard to do. I think like a lot of times people like want to believe that like they're the best they're gonna be right now, which is just not the truth ever. If you're doing it correctly, like every single day you should be better than the last. Every single week you should be learning things that you didn't know prior. So I think like the goal should always be to be chasing that place where you're uncomfortable, chasing that level of learning, you know?
Yeah, and anytime I see somebody that's like going crazy, I'm just like, man, what they're doing is working really hard at what they're good at, their sound, or, you know? And so I look at that like, now I know what I'm good at and what I could do. I know I could like make a tight ass funk song if I have the correct beat.
But let me do something else.
I know I could lay down a hook for a big rapper now, or like I could do melodic shit. I could do a whole melodic verse and slide and make new sounds and crazy ad libs. I could do that now. So like, it is a balance. I do have two sides of me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you
Yeah.
said earlier, I like that because musically, like I think music is so broad now that you're able to do that. You're able to drop a funk song and then drop a melodic song.
Yeah.
And your people that listen to you are gonna listen to both the songs and love them.
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
so.
What like an exciting time to be in music.
Yeah.
Because it's like the first time that was really a possibility. I mean, like,
it's just beginning steps, bro. Like,
yeah.
I look at my shit like, man, I'm in the beginning steps, and I really have broke some doors, and like I've been, you know, I'm coming up, but it's just a start of the come up. Like I just want to keep opening doors, and I want to have a big song. I want to have really big songs.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like you feel like this project is one you'll never delete, which I think is something that's super special. It's definitely a good benchmark to realize that, like, you know, you hit something with this one. That like it sounds like, at least, like, do you think this is a point that you hit something on this one that you had never gotten to prior?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Off tops.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro. That's a really cool way to put it. Like the idea, like, I'm never gonna delete this one.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's a weird age too, because like this is the only era, you know, well, not the only, but the first era where like that's even a possibility. Like constantly rebranding yourself and like changing to try to find the most true version of what you want to put out creatively. Thanks. And I think it makes a ton of sense, and it's a really cool thing to
like,
do that.
Shit, bro. Like I don't even think labels do like artist development anymore.
Nope.
But
Nope.
Shit, bro. I'm still developing, but if you're an artist and you're able to develop yourself, well, I think people are good at doing, because they learn so much on the internet. They learn from everybody. They're like, I want to look like this.
Yeah.
Form a bit. I want to sound like this a little bit. You know, you're able to catch flavor and create your own, you know, sauce with it.
Yeah, I mean, that is a cool idea too. Like the idea that like you are the artist development team now, opposed to when it used to be a label. Because you're right about that. Artist development on the label side of things is nearly dead because there's no profit in it, which is, you know, take that as you will, but it's truthful that like you need to be the person who's like experimenting. You need to be the person who's like saying, I'm gonna make a melodic project even though I was making funk rap for the, you know, the last year of my life.
Yeah. It's
like no one's gonna be telling you that you have to do that shit. You got to tell yourself.
Yeah,
me
and Cruz was like, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, because of what we were both listening to, really.
Yeah, it's beautiful, bro. And it's sick too, I think, to like find that turning point. Like, do you think this project so far has been a turning point for you?
Yeah, it has. And I think when it comes to like local shit or whatever, it's about people taking you serious. And when you work, people will take you serious. And when you like actually putting out good shit, people gonna love it. People gonna take you serious, and they're gonna develop something for you. But I think it is a turning point because it's just motivation. Like everything is motivation in life. Everybody looks for motivation and purpose. So I just think it's just a start. Like it motivated me to drop ASAP. You know, I just dropped a music video for Get Off Me, and now I'm about to drop a new song.
Incredible video, by the way.
Good looks. I'm about to drop a new song ASAP. So
nice.
That I've been working on new music. Shit. Yeah, it's just a stepping stone. That's how I look at it. Yeah.
It's crazy because you get like your whole life to drop your first project, and then you get like, if that project does well, you get like a year to drop your next one.
Yeah, but it's just a tape, bro. It's just, you know, it's a lit tape that everybody should go listen to if you haven't. The Sun Is Hot, Teoman. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got new shit coming.
What are you most excited for? You got coming down the pipe? Is it shows? Is it the new music? Like, is it eventually getting on a tour? Like, what are you looking forward to most?
Shit. New music for sure. Keep going up. Keep building my connects. Keep staying around the same, you know, solid people. I do have shows coming up. I got a show on October 5th. I don't think this will probably be past that, but yeah. Shit. I might be on some tour, but can't speak. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let's hope.
I'm just gonna drop. I'm gonna just keep working and yeah.
Has your live set like grown a lot over the years with this project? Like what? Your live set?
Oh yeah. My live set is me, bro. It's
just you and tracks.
You know, it's like, well, I mean, me and Cruz are working on something right now where he does engineering live when I need it, and then also like a key player,
sick,
playing the keys. But past shows I'm doing in the show, I'm about to do, like I said, it's at a formal event. It's really like gonna be more sentimental. Like I like my shows to be sentimental. hands up, sing-alongs, and then bounce when I'm playing some turn shit. Like, it's whatever I'm bringing, they're gonna feel that shit. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to talk with the crowd. If I see somebody really get it, I'm gonna ask him his name right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a convo with him right there. Like, I like to get to know people.
That's how you make a fan for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I like to get to know
sure.
people and shit. Like,
Yeah.
So, like, I performed like the same week the project dropped, and like this random dude was like fucking with it, and then he was just like, I just downloaded the project. I was like, good looks.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
Then we had a
bro.
convo mid show. Like, it was tight.
I think that selflessness is so huge. Like, letting the people that are in the crowd there to see you, just letting them know, like, you're with them.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, not acting like this person on stage who's, like, greater than God and greater than them and, like, this person they're looking up to. Because quite literally, they are looking up to you. Like, when, you know, you're on
They're
stage,
listening. They're
below
right
you.
now. Like, anything
Yeah.
I say, go. You know, like,
yeah,
and, you know, and when I'm on stage,
a lot of power when you're on stage.
yeah, facts. When I'm on stage, bro, it you know, I be feeling comfortable. Like, I be feeling
Yeah.
comfortable most of the time, and
Yeah.
you know, I do get nervous still, and I just like to get engaged. Like, I like people to be engaged. Like, if I start seeing somebody not be engaged, I'm gonna say something to like get the whole crowd engaged or something. Then they're like a teacher at school, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
it is kind of like that.
yeah,
And I think, like, if you come with, like, some sour energy, or you come and you're in a mindset where, like, you are acting, you know, above them or pretentious, like, that is the quickest way to lose a crowd, dude.
yeah.
Like, if they get the sense that, like, you think that you're better than them, or you think that, like, maybe you don't want to be there,
if they don't
they're
know
done.
You, if they don't know you,
True,
or if,
yeah.
like, because I mean, or if you're just not super big yet. But,
Yeah.
you know how it be. Them big ass rappers,
sure.
though, these kids,
It doesn't matter, yeah.
these fans would literally, you could get bitch slapped by Playboy Cardi, and they'll be like, yeah, I love that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so,
Cardi could be like, I fucking hate every single
One
one
of
of you.
you.
And they'd be like, oh my God, yes.
and I love Cardi. I don't know why I keep bringing him up, but I just think,
Yeah, me
like, his
too.
fans, like, you know, and then young boy fans too and shit. But like a young boy fan would probably get shot.
Netspend
Young
fans.
Netspend fans, like, Netspend would probably, Netspend young ass probably like, goddamn, it was a
Whoa,
race
what was
car.
that?
It was a race car.
My version of that is McGee, bro. McGee could look me in the face and say I hate you, and I would still love his music.
Facts.
It's so fucked up.
No, yeah, that shit crazy.
But yeah, dude, I totally agree. I think it's different when you get to that level, right? Like, when you
Yeah.
get to that level of artist where it's like there's such an allure behind you
Yeah.
that, like, you're almost not, like, they almost don't want to know you, you know?
I'm building it though, bro. I just want people to fuck with me, bro. Like, that's
Yeah.
that's what it is, and it's not like a want. Like, it's like I'm just want people to fuck with me how I am. Like, I might start the show pitch black dark, and then just turn on wave noises, and it's just whoosh,
Yeah.
and then the spotlight slowly slows up onto me, and then I'm just like, bah, I start rapping or something. Like,
Yeah.
that's how we be setting up our shows sometimes. So
That's
like,
sick, dude.
like, I'll just have wave noises, and I'll just light a joint on stage. I'll be like, how y'all feeling? They'll be like, good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But things like that, bro, I think are what separate, like, certain artists from the fold. I think it's, like, so easy to just get up there and play your track and then just, like, rap or play your track and sing. And I think artists that, like, are willing to take that second step and be like, okay, no.
I want a full set.
Yeah, like, we have
dynamic.
dynamics here. We have everything.
If I had 500 bands to throw a show, I'm gonna do one like Tyler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Do you have any dreams, like, of what your dream live setup would be?
Shit, depends what the aura and it is, right? Like, right now, if I did it, it would be like a big ass beach set, like,
Yo.
you know what I'm saying? Like a big ass
That's
beach
sick.
set, like damn near have like shorties like on the back, like just chilling, sipping martinis or something on the beach, and then just like leave with their towels or something in the middle of the set, like
Yeah.
acting, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Hella shit like that.
Yeah, that'd be a
Yeah.
vibe, bro. That's super sick. I think it's a fun thing to dream on, bro. Like, I think that, in my opinion, is like an arena that really, really creates the greats, in my eyes. Is like, it's such a tried and true format that when you, like, really push yourself to, like, put more thought into your live set and put more thought into, like, how you're going to present yourself on stage, it's such a different arena, bro. I think all the greats do that. All the
Yeah.
greats.
Yeah, I'm still finding out exactly what I want, but I
Mhm.
know I could. If I'm feeling it, I could carry the crowd.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro. Do you think, like, on show days and stuff, do you have anything specifically that you have to do to get in the right mindset, or are you somebody who's naturally super comfortable on stage?
Honestly, I need to build something.
Nice.
I don't have something regular yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will. But because I think maybe doing something active in the morning, having a light meal, smoke some, take a nap, get to the show a little early, chill, maybe sip a little bit with the people, but just make sure I was already active that day, so I'm not just like feeling, you know, sluggish and
sloppy
shit,
and slow.
Yeah, so like I don't know, I'll find my preparation. I think I have a good idea though.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro. I mean, it is what it is. You know, whatever works for you. Cool. Teoman, last thing I wanted to ask you about the project as a whole. If you had one message that you hope people could get from the album front to back, like they listen, one thing to take away. What's that main intention? What's that big takeaway that you hope people get?
Man, I feel like the project is mainly about situations involving women and self-worth and being focused. So I just think from the project, you know, if you do double take, triple take, quadruple take, like just listen to it and just like hear some of the emotions and just be like, man, you could reflect to it and think about like your self-worth and listen to the project. It's a fun project. It sounds fun. It has fun vibes. So you could listen to it and then listen to the words and have them dance and cry in the club at the same time.
Yeah.
So
universal.
That's what I want people to just feel it, bro. Just feel it and try to learn from it.
Yeah. No, I mean, that makes sense, bro. I think feeling is a good thing to describe this project. It's so whole. It's so atmospheric. It's something you put on, and it's not like it's not the kind of thing you put on and it feels like an isolated incident. Like you put it on front to back and it takes you somewhere. And I
it's
think
only 16 minutes and 9 songs, 16 minutes.
916.
We did that on accident.
Let's go.
We made the project, and then 2 days later, Kello, he texted me and he was like, you know, you made the song 9 songs, or the project 9 songs, 16 minutes. I was like, damn, I didn't know that.
Happy accident, bro. Yeah. It's so cool and shit happens like that, bro. The world has a cool way of working itself out.
Yeah, man.
Teoman, sun is out. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, dude. Sun is hot. Let them know where they can get the project. Let them know where they can stream it. You got any shows coming up? What do you have to promote?
Shit, just follow me on Instagram to see all the updates, and Twitter or X, whatever the fuck. But Teo916, Teo. I mean, not N. What the fuck? 916. All right, and then Teoman, Teoman on Spotify and Apple and shit.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Shows, you'll see the shows just random. Will be random.
Teoman, thank you very much, brother.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. All right, music matters.